I'm here with Sara Johnston, who's a student at the University of New South Wales. Tell us about what you're studying, Sara.
I'm studying renewable energy engineering. So, yeah, an engineering degree with a focus on renewable energy technologies like wind power and wave power sort of thing.
Fantastic, wonderful. Yeah. So, Sarah's doing some really interesting work in extending solar PV to Indigenous communities. But before we get there, you helped Green Cross International with our global report card, and what did you learn about Australia's policies on PV?
Last year I did a lot of research about various policies that are being implemented here at a state level and national level. Yeah. The biggest lesson, I suppose, is that Australia still has a really long way to go in maximising the infiltration of PV and the R&D that we do here. We've got such an amazing solar resource. That's a real shame we're not up there with the likes of Spain and Germany and really being a world leader in that technology.
So when you're Environment Minister, maybe we will be fast-track that up.
Yeah, if it's not already, hopefully it's
hopefully by then we're done. Okay, you have done some volunteer work with Bushlight. Yeah. Tell us about that, sir.
Yeah, just this summer I spent 8 weeks in Alice Springs working with Bushlight, contributing to the designs. Oh, first I should tell you what Bushlight is.
Please.
Bushlight designs, installs and maintains standalone PV systems in remote outstations.
Fantastic.
In the central desert region, but also the top end and North Queensland. So I spent a lot of time contributing to the design of these standalone systems and working out component sizes that are needed for different systems and doing a lot of maintenance on systems, visiting the communities and talking to them about their energy use and how to maintain their systems.
It's not self-evident, isn't it, that it's actually possible to leapfrog technologies when we're looking at livelihoods and development. Like if you think about 2 billion people without electricity on the planet, imagine if we extend a clean alternative to that instead of, the usual.
Definitely. And a lot of those people live in regions where PV is such an appropriate application of technology for providing electricity. A lot of these places are really sunny and very hot.
So once Green Cross International raises a global solar PV fund, you will be there to help us actually implement this on the ground.
Yeah, that combination of Indigenous communities and renewable energy and rural electrification is really what I'm really interested in.
Fantastic. Now tell us, you're about to work on a project with Engineers Without Borders, who we love because they're a wonderful group, and you are about to help deliver to a grid-connected community a PV system. Why is that important?
Wow, it's really important. It is grid-connected, as you said, so in terms of reliability of electricity and energy supply, it's very different to the systems that I was working in Alice Springs and that region. It's important because this community is really going to become a model for other communities in the area.
Excellent.
It's really important that Indigenous communities start to learn about being self-sufficient and climate change and behavioural changes that can be made to offset climate change, their own environmental footprint. And also it's really important for Engineers Without Borders to use this project to kind of spread the word about solar in particular and renewable energy and use this project as a model in their education programs that they deliver.
Fantastic.
And there's 12 of us involved in the project, and I'm sure we're all going to take this experience out and spread it.
Isn't
a ripple effect.
Yeah, really. I think also there's an important message to Aboriginal Australia that actually they deserve the cutting edge wave of new technologies and should be on the forefront of that. And it must build capacity for them to understand this is a community resource that really can deliver savings. I mean, that'll be a sensational thing to be involved with, won't it?
Yeah, and a big part of the project is fostering that sense of ownership of the community on the project. We're there providing tools and knowledge and technical input, but it's their project, and I think that really plays into that kind of fostering this idea of taking responsibility and
ownership.
Yeah.
No, that's great. How old are you?
23.
23. And so New South Uni is really one of our leading faculties on renewable energy. A lot of great intellectual property has come out of that.
In PV in
university.
particular.
In PV
that's
in
the
particular.
focus. Yeah.
So we really should rule the world, don't you think?
Yes.
Out of New South Uni. And Sarah, I'm so grateful. Thank you very much. We're really happy that you're doing what you're doing.